The way that money is communicated verbally and emotionally kind of creates this quadrant. Because when you actually see the axes, you see these 4 boxes of 4 different childhood homes, and one of them is probably how you grew up. So the first childhood classroom is the anxious classroom. And this is where it was verbally closed, there was not much talking, but high emotional stress. So if you grew up in this household, again, you didn't hear anything, but man, you could feel the tension and maybe the fear to ask for money for something for school or sports, or you wanted to do something, or when the bills were being paid, you could feel the air. You could feel the tension. It wasn't said, but you could feel it. Classroom number 2 is the unstable classroom. So emotionally high stress and open verbally. You are hearing it. You are hearing conflict. It is just high emotion all the time around the subject of money. Classroom number 3 is the unaware classroom. So this is where it was verbally closed, but it was also emotionally calm. So if you grew up in this classroom, you were probably someone that left home at 18 and just it kind of dawned on you like, oh, I have to pay bills and I have to use money. I haven't even thought about money and money management. That's not even occurred to me. No, there was never emotion around it, never talked about it, kind of your head was in the sand. And then the 4th money classroom is probably the healthiest money classroom, and that is the secure money classroom, where verbally it was open, it was talked about, but emotionally very calm. And you didn't have to have a lot of money growing up in this classroom. You know, your parents could have been getting out of debt or could have had a really tight budget, but they had a level of control, probably a plan in place. They felt good about it, and they talked about it. It wasn't a taboo subject. So as you look at these and understand how you grew up, I find that people either mimic exactly what they've seen, because they probably maybe never thought about it, but realize, wow, that is exactly what my parents did. That's exactly what my mom did. Or we find, especially if there's been a lot of hurt, a lot of struggle, a lot of trauma around this, people flee to the other end of the spectrum, and they do the complete opposite of what their parents did.